Howdy folks, welcome back to Cray Outdoors. Today we are finally getting out fishing in November. November is typically one of my favorite months for fishing. The muskie start getting active, the walleye start getting active. It's usually when I do best for steelhead. And November, because of hunting season, there's really not too many people out usually. So we stopped at the muskie hole in Jamestown first. We're making our way over to the steelhead streams, but figure why not stop here and take a few casts for muskie. River's kind of high, but the visibility's not too bad. As long as it's not muddy, usually you still have a chance at a muskie. So gonna take a few casts here, see if we can get a muskie on film finally, and then we're gonna head out to the steelhead streams. I'm using my lighter bait caster now. I want to throw the X-Wrap here first, which is a smaller lure. Sometimes big walleye hang out here too. So before I throw that big giant jerk bait and spook away any walleye, I'm gonna throw the X-Wrap first. There we go. On. There's my muskie baby. Little guy. Either that or it's a big walleye. Might be a walleye. No, it's a muskie. Little muskie, or a pike. Damn it, it's a pike. We'll see what it is. Yeah, it's a pike. Well, not what we wanted. Muskie are actually more common than pike in this river. The fact that there's a pike hanging out there, though, means that there's probably not a muskie. Boy, look how he took that thing. He guzzled that X-Wrap. He was not making any mistakes. I have no idea. That is... He went it right on head first, huh? This is actually my first pike out of this river. I have caught muskie in here before. I guess I've caught pike down at the mouth. Alright, he's off. Ooh, he's full of minnows too. I guess he's gonna swim away on his own. He swam away on his own. Alright, well that's cool. Turns out that person that was calling was my buddy Benji. He showed up like 2 seconds after the fish got off. Benji's out here targeting walleye, and so he's going to try and catch a walleye. I'm going to keep trying to catch a muskie. Well, no muskie, but we found a pike that wanted to play, so that's the good news. Yeah, disappointed Benji, he came like the minute I let it go, so he didn't get to see it. But we did throw the big muskie jerkbait, but no action on that. So maybe we'll stop here on our way home and throw a few casts for walleye. Alright, well, we've made it to the creek. They got a lot of snow out here, but it looks like the creek's in decent shape. Decent amount of cars in the parking lot, which is kind of a catch-22. It's an indication that there's fish here. Obviously, it's also fishing pressure, so good news and bad news. The farther I go up, the less good the creek looks. It's a little on the stained side. You want it a little bit clearer than this, but it's doable. Definitely doable. We got some salmon eggs with us. These are salmon eggs I tied myself from all those salmon we caught out in Oswego. And this is the first time I've tied my own egg sacs that actually look decent. I think I finally cured them somewhat right. And so yeah, I just salt cured them according to Bill and Mike's video. And we'll see how these guys work. I'm going to actually keep them right in my pocket. Got one. What are you? Stocky. Well, whoop. Oh, there he goes. That's my first fish on my home-cured egg sacs. That might have actually been a domestic. That, I don't know if you saw how bright the colors were on that thing. That might be a, there are wild, some wild rainbows in this stream as well. They don't come from the lake. They live in the stream year-round. These have got to be stock trout. There's no way they're wild rainbows. They're biting every cast on just a little piece of stupid nothing. Got one. These little things are fun. Little stalker rainbows. I want to get a better look at this one now that, try and get a better look at one. That thing's essentially just bit a piece of cloth. Oh boy. Well, at least we're catching fish on the egg sacs I tied myself. Alright, mister, we'll let you go. Grow big and strong, go out to the lake and get big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys on one hole. It's unusual for this area. I guess there must be fish up there. Crazy thing is, out on the walleye streams, like where I was earlier, nobody other than Benji. There's one. A little bit bigger. Another stocky, though. Oh, there he goes. It's alright, quick release. I was going to get him off the hook as quickly as possible anyway. Oh no! My rod tip fell off. Man, I just put a new rod tip on this pole, and apparently I didn't glue it on there good enough. Well, our rod broke, so we're going to make a run to the car anyway and switch out rods. And down here it seems like our options are either combat fishing or little stockies. And I want to catch a big steelhead. I'm not a huge fan of combat fishing. Probably going to be combat fishing down at the mouth too, but at least down there, there should be a little bit more room to spread out. I bet there'll be some big fish moving in under these conditions. So we're going to head to the mouth and see what kind of damage we can do down there. Alright, well, we're now at the mouth of the creek, and this is actually the more well-known spot, and there's way less vehicles. So, again, that could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. It might mean that there's no fish moving up. Alright, well, sun's officially set. We're gonna get out of here. What the heck is that? That would be a cat. Hi, kitty. Aw, come here. Black cat. Of course, it's gonna cross my path. Well, sun's officially set. No big steelhead today, just those little stockies. At least I caught a few fish on my home-cured egg sacs. I suck at steelhead fishing. You guys know that. I think I need to stick to what I'm good at, and that's walleye and bass fishing and inland trout. That said, we do need to go past Chautauqua Lake, the Chadakoin River, the Allegheny River, the Allegheny Reservoir. All those things we're passing on our way home. The walleye run coincides with the steelhead run. We might just have to make a couple stops on the way home, see if we can't pick up a walleye or two. Heading into our first experiment on the way home, stopping at Long Point State Park on Chautauqua Lake. Personally, I've never done very well at Long Point State Park for walleye. However, they say that the walleye populations in Chautauqua Lake are really up now, and I know historically Long Point was a good spot for walleye, so hopefully now that the numbers are back up, I can catch some walleye here. We're going to head out to the point right to the spot where it starts getting deep. We want to hit that drop-off zone. It's as bright as my headlamp's going to get. It's also at kind of a funky angle. I forgot my good headlamp, so I made a stop at the dollar store. This is a $3 goofy headlamp. It should suffice for tonight. I'm on, folks, I'm on. We got a walleye, guys. Well, this experiment worked out. It's gotta be a walleye. What else could it be? What are you? Holy smokes! That's not a walleye. That's not a walleye. What the heck? I'm filming, right? Yeah, I'm filming. Chautauqua Lake is glass right now. This is the most calm I think I've ever seen it. That ain't a walleye. What? The crappie's so big it felt like a walleye. How big are you? He's not quite BB. He's 11 inches. He's 11 inches and fat. Might be one of my fattest ever crappie. Alrighty, Mr. Giant Crappie, we'll let you go. You're not the walleye that I wanted, but I'll take you. That's a nice little visual. That's what we're after right now. That's what we were after earlier today. We didn't catch one though. Well, final stop of the day, I think. That's right, we're back to where we started. And the spot usually picks up for walleye at night, especially when there's warm water flowing out of this sewage pipe right here. I think the warm water helps to attract the fish. Brought the big net down again just in case a muskie decides to come out and play now that it's dark. And we'll see what we can catch here for the last half hour. This is kind of a sketchy spot. Hopefully we don't get jumped. Hopefully my car doesn't get broken into either. This is a really sketchy area. People always ask, where can I go to catch walleye? Honestly, in western New York, go to the sketchiest towns. Go somewhere in Jamestown where there's a serious threat of getting jumped. Go in the Salamanca area where there's a serious threat of getting jumped. Go to the parts of Olean where there's a serious threat of getting jumped. Got ourselves a walleye. Unless it's a muskie. It feels awfully dang big to be a freaking walleye. It's my only thing about the walleye business. We're gonna need the net for this one. It's fighting like a walleye though. I don't even know where my net is. I think it's a big walleye. We're gonna find out though. Of course the net's not extended. Shoot. Is it in the net? It's in the net. Holy smokes, it's a giant walleye. Alright. Well, that's not a bad way to end the night. Holy smokes. Woo! Yikes. That's the size walleye I was after in Chautauqua. It's a nice walleye for a small river. Wow. Alright. Alright. Alright, we ended the night on a decent note. Today's had its ups and downs, man. Let me tell you. It's probably a 20-incher. Do I got a measuring tape on me? Gotta keep them in the net. I'm shaking, man. Man, it's been a while since I've had a fish that made me shake. I'm shaking. 23 looks like. 20. We'll call him 24. At the 0. 23. 23-inch walleye and fat. Is that a fatty pig or what? Yikes. Alright. Cool. Well, we didn't get our walleye at Chautauqua Lake, but we did get a big crappie. And we got our nice big fat walleye at the Chadakoin freaking river. Check that out, folks. Look at that slobberosky. Beautiful 23-inch walleye. Let you go to reproduce, buddy. How's that sound? There she goes. Wow. I was just about to leave, too. Just about to leave, and that came out of nowhere. Well, we're going to call it quits here. End things on a high note with that big walleye. Hopefully I got that whole thing on film with this goofy camera angle I got going on with this big goofy headlamp that I got from the dollar store. Hopefully the video came out and you guys got to see it. Beautiful walleye. I do have to laugh, man. Today was a weird day. Drove all the way out to Chautauqua Creek in Westfield, which is a pretty nice area, right on Lake Erie. We hit Long Point State Park for walleye on Chautauqua Lake and Bemis Point. Extremely nice neighborhood. And our nicest two fish of the day came from this disgusting river in the ghettos of Jamestown. I mean, this is one of the worst neighborhoods on the southern tier, west of Elmira, I guess it is. Good walleye fishing in Elmira, too. Again, if you want to catch big walleye, go somewhere sketchy. That's my advice to you. In any event, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and we'll catch you in the next fishing adventure. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already.